Is the real reason you're not getting leaner because you're not resistance training at all? For the most part, yes, or you just suck at it. And most guys think fat loss is about cardio, steps, sweating, and that lifting weights requires no focus on technique and isn't that important. How hard can it be? But here's the truth. If you're not building and maintaining muscle, you are making it harder to get and stay lean. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to write a training program that guarantees progress, one that builds muscle, gets you stronger, improves your movement, and makes getting lean inevitable. You're going to learn why resistance training is a complete non-negotiable, how to structure your week for maximum results, and the mistakes that keep most guys spinning their wheels in the gym. Let's get into it. Building muscle is what's going to give you shape. It's what makes you look lean at a higher weight, and it's what improves your movement and keeps you strong. Your training program isn't just a list of exercises, it's a system designed to guarantee one thing, that every session you do is better than the last. But most programs, they're not systems. They're just noise. Random exercises, no progression plan, no structure. And the worst part, you think that you're the problem. You think that you're not disciplined enough, you're not consistent enough, and you're not trying enough. Now, here's the part that's going to change everything for you. Building a body you're proud of doesn't require more exercises, it requires fewer done better. Let me tell you about Simon. Simon came to me, he was frustrated. He'd been training for years, 5 days a week, different programs every few months, trying every new exercise he saw on Instagram, and his pull-ups, they were stuck at 6 reps for over a year. Now, he thought he'd hit his genetic limit, but when I asked him to describe what his sessions actually looked like, whatever pops into my head, probably 2 to 3 sets of 6 to 12 reps, barbell, squats, and or lifting, basically a complete mishmash of just random stuff. And for the most part, he's not alone with this approach. Now, when I read that, I obviously knew why he was stuck. There was no structure, no progression plan, just random effort. Whatever pops into my head is not a training program. That's chaos. And chaos does not build muscle. It just keeps you busy. So here's what we did. We stripped it all back. We put him on a full body program 3 times per week because he was super busy and that's all he could do. But in every session, we did pull ups, and I ensured that we were focusing on strengthening his pull ups rather than getting more reps. Because when it comes to pull ups, getting stronger is way better than just churning out reps. And that's what's going to really cause you to adapt, build muscle. And with this approach, he's gone from just doing bodyweight pull ups to now adding 15 kilos, which for a 46-year-old guy, I find pretty impressive. And not only that, he lost 5 kg and he's leaner than ever, to the point where he's now saying he doesn't want to get any leaner. And who can blame the guy? He's 46. He doesn't need to get ready for a photo shoot. So essentially what we did was we replaced chaos with a system that guaranteed progress. And here's what's wild about this. Simon actually didn't need more exercises. He just needed one exercise done with a plan. So let me show you exactly how to build a program that works. And this is the same framework that I use for every client. And it's built around one principle: guaranteed progress every session. Here's how it works. First, we need to know how much time you actually have. My recommendation is to do at least 3 sessions per week, ideally 4 sessions per week. But if you're training 3 times per week, we're doing full body. If you're training 4 times per week, we're going to do an upper-lower split. Both work, both can be done time efficiently. The key is consistency over complexity. You don't need 6 days a week to be training. You just need structure that you can actually follow. Now, here's where most guys go wrong. They pick the split, but then they fill it with random exercises. Typically because they think more exercises means more gains. But here's the truth. The best exercise is the one that you can progress on. So when I'm selecting exercises, I'm thinking about 3 things. Skill level. For most people, unless there's a strong desire to do barbell movements, for example, I'll start them off on machines. Why? Because machines allow you to take a muscle to failure without your skill breaking down first. With a barbell squat, if your form breaks down, you're done. That's if you can even do one with good skill. But with a leg press, you can push to true failure, and that's all you want. Maximum stimulus, minimum skill barrier. Next, movement quality. I want to improve how you move. So sometimes we'll start with isolation before compound exercises. For example, I might just look to get blood into certain muscles or get you to do exercises that put you into certain positions that allow you to perform an exercise even better. So I might get you to do a leg extension before a pendulum squat, for example. Now there's many different approaches here, but that's just an example. Now in terms of progression, every exercise needs to be something that you can track and improve. If you can't add reps or weight week to week, it's not a good exercise for your program. You don't need 15 exercises per session. You need 5 or 6 done with intent. Here's a mistake I see all the time, and it's one that wastes so much potential progress. Exercise redundancy. This is when you're doing multiple exercises that train the same movement pattern in pretty much the same way. For example, I recently analyzed a client's program before he started working with me, and he was doing dumbbell lateral raises and cable lateral raises and machine lateral raises all in the same session. That's not a program. That's just doing the same thing 3 times. And you're not getting 3 times the gains. You're just wasting time and energy. So here's a rule. Pick one exercise per movement pattern. If you're training side delts, just pick one lateral raise variation and then train it with intensity and good technique. In this case, I'd pick the cable lateral raise because it has constant tension throughout and you can progress it easily. Then move on to the next muscle group. The goal is not to do every variation. The goal is to pick the best exercise for you and to get stronger at it. Now, the crazy part is this. When you cut the redundancy, your sessions get shorter, more focused, and you actually make faster progress. And I always give a range of 2 to 4 reps. For example, leg press, 8 to 10 reps. Chest press, 6 to 8 reps. Why a range? Because it gives you a progression target. If you hit 10 reps on leg press, next session, you can add weight and then aim for 8 reps again. And then for the next few sessions, just focus on adding reps until you get to your required sets for 10, and then increase weight, go back down to 8 reps. Guaranteed progress every week. How about sets? Well, I start most people with 2 to 3 sets. 2 sets is enough if you're training with real intensity. That's what I do. And here's the key. I don't want you saving yourself for a final set. Every set should be pretty close to failure. That's how you build muscle. Now, here's a part that most guys completely ignore, and it's the reason why they never recover properly. Rest times. I don't like my clients to rush. If your rest times are too short, you're not really challenging the muscle. You're challenging your heart rate. You're doing a cardio workout. And this isn't a workout to burn calories. This is about getting stronger and building muscle. So you want to be fully recovered between sets. That might be 2 minutes, that might be 3 minutes, but you just need to take the time you need, because when you're recovered, you can lift heavier, push heavier, and get better adaptations. So most guys change their program every 4 weeks. Now that's a mistake. A training block should last 8 to 16 weeks minimum. Why? Because you need time to master the exercises and to guarantee progress on each one. Right now I'm in week 14 of a 16-week block, same exercises, same structure every single week. My deadlift has gone from around 220 to 240 kilograms. Not because I'm doing anything fancy, not because I'm training 6 days a week, definitely not, but because I followed the same program and focus on one thing, getting stronger every session. And that's the power of structure. That's the power of a system. That's the power of a well-written program. And if you want to build a body that you're proud of, this is the only way to do it. Because if you're getting stronger, you're building muscle. If you're not getting stronger, you're just spinning your wheels. And there are certain things that you can do to guarantee that improvement in your performance. Let me leave you with this. Most guys think building muscle is about finding the perfect program, the perfect exercise, perfect split, spamming their muscles in multiple movements, but it's not. It's about following a system that guarantees progress. And that system is simple. Pick a split, choose 5 to 6 exercises, 6 to 12 reps, rest fully, track your performance, run the same block for 8 to 16 weeks. That's it. No complexity, no confusion, just structure, discipline, and progress. And if you do that, you will build a body you're proud to see in the mirror every single morning. Now you're probably wondering, okay, I get it. Program structure, yep, I need to do that. But how do I actually guarantee that every session is better than the last? Well, good news. In the video popping up on screen now, I'm going to show you the exact system I use to make sure every single workout drives progress. The tracking methods, the progression strategies, and the one habit that makes it all automatic. That video is popping up on screen now. I'll see you there.